Samantha Wolford. To her online followers, she was sunshine personified. Her radiant smile and infectious energy could brighten anyone's day. Her YouTube channel, a kaleidoscope of makeup tutorials, fashion hauls, and bubbly vlogs, had amassed a devoted following. Each video was a burst of color and joy, drawing viewers into her seemingly perfect world.
I was relatable, down to earth, the girl next door with a contagious laugh. My followers felt like they knew me personally, like we were friends sharing secrets and dreams. My life, at least online, seemed charmed. Every day was an adventure, every moment a chance to connect and inspire.
She often featured her partner, Ernie Ibarra, a quiet counterpoint to her vibrant personality. Their chemistry was undeniable, and their love story captivated her audience. He seemed smitten, his eyes reflecting adoration in every shared glance. Their interactions were filled with warmth and tenderness, painting a picture of a perfect relationship. No one suspected the darkness that festered beneath the surface, a darkness that would soon explode into shocking violence. The facade of happiness and love was about to shatter, revealing a reality far more sinister than anyone could have imagined. Behind the scenes, Samantha's life was not as idyllic as it appeared. There were moments of doubt, fear, and tension that she kept hidden from her audience. The relationship with Ernie, once a source of joy, had become strained. Arguments and misunderstandings began to creep into their lives, casting shadows over their once bright connection. Samantha's online persona was a mask, concealing the pain and turmoil she was experiencing. The pressure to maintain her sunny image was immense, and it was taking a toll on her mental health. Despite the challenges, Samantha tried to stay strong. She poured her heart into her content, hoping to find solace and strength through her creative expression. Her followers continued to support her, unaware of the storm brewing behind the scenes. They saw her as a beacon of positivity, a source of light in their own lives. But as the darkness threatened to consume her, Samantha knew she had to make a choice. Would she continue to hide behind the facade, or would she find the courage to reveal the truth and seek help? The answer would determine not only her future, but also the legacy she would leave behind as the Sunshine blogger. The truth, as it often does, lay hidden in plain sight. In the bustling city where everyone seemed to be living their best lives, shadows lurked in the corners, unseen by the naked eye. The city, with its bright lights and endless energy, masked the darker stories that unfolded behind closed doors. Behind the carefully curated online persona, Samantha harbored a chilling secret, a growing dependence on methamphetamine. Her followers saw a confident, vibrant woman, but the mirror reflected a different story. The crystals, small yet potent, became her escape from reality, a reality she could no longer face. The drug, insidious and all-consuming, tightened its grip, pulling her deeper into its abyss. Each injection, each hit, took her further away from the person she once was. The spiral was slow but relentless, a descent into a darkness that seemed inescapable. Despair became her constant companion, a shadow that never left her side. Her once sunny disposition became erratic, prone to sudden bursts of anger and paranoia. The drug altered her mind, making her see threats where there were none, turning her against those she loved. Her laughter turned to screams, her smiles to scowls. The transformation was heartbreaking to witness. Ernie, a loving and devoted father to their 5 children, became the target of her drug-fueled rage. He tried to shield the children from the worst of it, but the cracks were beginning to show. His love for Samantha was unwavering, but even he was starting to break under the strain. He walked on eggshells, desperate to maintain a semblance of normalcy for their children, unaware that he was living on borrowed time. Every day was a balancing act, a tightrope walk between keeping the peace and protecting his family. The weight of the secret he carried was immense, and the fear of what might come next was always at the back of his mind. The shadows were closing in, and the facade of normalcy was beginning to crumble. Samantha, fueled by paranoia and desperation, concocted a chilling plan. She would eliminate Ernie, silencing him forever. She enlisted the help of 3 acquaintances, all entangled in the local drug scene: Jonathan Sanford, Octavius Rhymes, and Jose Ponce. Together, they plotted, their minds clouded by meth, their humanity eroded by addiction. On a night that began like any other, they ambushed Ernie, kidnapping him from his own home. His pleas for mercy fell on deaf ears, swallowed by the darkness of their twisted scheme. Ernie's disappearance sent shockwaves through the community. His family, frantic with worry, reached out to Samantha. She played the role of the distraught girlfriend to perfection, spinning a tale of a home invasion, of masked intruders and a terrifying abduction.
But her performance was unconvincing. Detective Chris Bragg, assigned to the case, had encountered Samantha before. He remembered her history of false abuse allegations against Ernie, her talent for manipulation. His gut told him something wasn't right.
Section 5. The Trial, Justice, and Tears. This chapter delves into the intense and emotional trial that captivated the nation. The trial of Samantha Wolford and her accomplices was a media spectacle. Reporters and news vans crowded the courthouse, eager to capture every moment of the proceedings. The public's interest was piqued by the shocking nature of the crime and the personalities involved. Inside the courtroom, the atmosphere was tense. The room buzzed with hushed whispers as the prosecution meticulously laid out the case against Samantha and her co-defendants. Every eye was on the lawyers, every ear straining to catch each word spoken. They presented a mountain of evidence, a painstakingly detailed account of the events leading up to the crime. The prosecution team worked tirelessly, ensuring that no stone was left unturned. Cell phone records placed Samantha and her accomplices at the scene of the crime, painting a clear picture of their movements and interactions. The digital trail was damning, leaving little room for doubt. Chilling text messages detailed the plot in cold, calculated words. These messages revealed the premeditated nature of the crime, showing a level of planning that shocked even the most seasoned observers. The gut-wrenching testimony of Jonathan Sanford, who had struck a deal in exchange for his cooperation, was a pivotal moment in the trial. His words painted a vivid picture of the events, leaving the courtroom in stunned silence. The jury's verdict was swift and unanimous: guilty. The weight of the evidence and the compelling testimonies left no room for doubt. The courtroom erupted in a mix of relief and sorrow as the verdict was announced. Samantha, the mastermind behind the heinous act, was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The judge's words were final, and the gravity of her actions was reflected in the severity of her sentence. Her accomplices received sentences ranging from 50 years to life. Each sentence was a testament to the seriousness of their crimes and the impact they had on the victims and their families. The courtroom, once filled with tension, now held a somber air as justice was served. Section 6. Ripples of Grief. Ernie's murder ripped through the community like a tornado, leaving behind a trail of devastation. His family, shattered by grief, struggled to comprehend the senseless loss. His mother, Randa Floyd, a pillar of strength, became the voice of her son, sharing stories of his kindness, his infectious laugh, and his unwavering love for his children. His friends, haunted by the brutal nature of his death, grappled with anger and a profound sense of injustice. How could someone so full of life be taken away so cruelly? Section 7. A community in shock. The idyllic facade of the small town was shattered, replaced by an unsettling mix of fear and disbelief. How could this happen here in their peaceful community? The tragedy sparked difficult conversations about domestic violence, a silent epidemic that often hides behind closed doors. It forced people to confront the uncomfortable truth that darkness can lurk even in the most unexpected places. Section 8. The Price of Addiction. The case also cast a harsh spotlight on the devastating impact of methamphetamine, a drug that has ravaged communities across the country. Samantha's descent into addiction, fueled by easy access and a lack of resources, served as a stark reminder of the insidious nature of the drug. It highlighted the urgent need for increased awareness, prevention programs, and accessible treatment options. Section 9. Remembering Ernie. Amidst the grief and anger, a powerful movement emerged, a determination to honor Ernie's memory and ensure that his legacy lived on. Friends and family organized fundraisers to support his children's future. A local park, a place where Ernie often took his kids to play, was renamed in his honor, and through it all, his story served as a poignant reminder of the importance of recognizing the warning signs of domestic violence and seeking help before it's too late. Section 10. A Call for Action. The tragic case of Samantha Wolford and Ernie Ibarra serves as a stark reminder that evil can wear many faces. It underscores the importance of vigilance, of trusting our instincts, and of speaking out against injustice. It highlights the urgent need for greater awareness and support for victims of domestic violence, as well as increased access to drug prevention and treatment programs. Section 11. Finding Light in Darkness. Ernie Ibarra's life, though tragically cut short, continues to inspire. His story, a poignant reminder of the fragility of life, encourages us to cherish our loved ones, to live each day to the fullest, and to never take a single moment for granted. And while the pain of his loss will never fully fade, his memory serves as a beacon of light, illuminating the path towards a safer, more compassionate world.